Welcome! OHRP's Division of Policy and Assurances provided this tutorial to help explain some of the requirements related to the Federal-Wide Assurance FWA application and step-by-step instructions for the FWA submission process. Let's get started. Institutions that are engaged in non-exempt human subjects research conducted or supported by the Department of Health and Human Services, referred to as HHS, must have an active FWA. You will need the following information to apply for an FWA: legal name and location of the institution applying for the FWA, name, address, telephone, and fax numbers of the signatory official, name, address, telephone, and fax numbers of the person identified as the Human Protections Administrator, all internal IRB registration numbers, if none, the external IRB that reviews the largest percentage of research the FWA covers. Institutions must apply for an FWA using the electronic submission system. Once an FWA is approved, it is active for 5 years and will need to be renewed if still needed. An update must be submitted within 90 days after a change occurs in the following information: the legal name of the institution, the Human Protections Administrator, the signatory official. After the initial FWA application has been processed and approved, the institution should record the 8-digit FWA number assigned for future updates or renewals. At this point, we are going to walk through the steps associated with applying for a new FWA. Using the URL provided, institutions can apply for an FWA if it has never been assigned an 8-digit FWA number by OHRP. www.hhs.gov/file-a-new-file/index.html. Instructions for submitting an FWA application can be viewed in this website. Similar to the IRB registration process, obtaining a submission number is the first step in applying for an FWA. Once you initiate a submission number request and a submission number is created, your submission number will remain valid for 30 days. Please do not request multiple submission numbers for one institution. In order to obtain an electronic submission number, please follow the instructions below. Go to ohrp.cit.nih.gov/efile/FWA start.aspx. Then scroll down to the bottom of the web page and select I need a submission number. A new page will open. On this page, enter the following in the appropriate fields: email address, a password that contains at least one uppercase letter, at least one lowercase letter, at least one number or special character, and a minimum of 7 characters and a maximum of 15 characters. A password hint that cannot be the same as the password. Once your submission number request is processed, you will receive an automatically generated email that contains a submission number which will later be used to log into the system. Check your email. The submission number should be delivered to you within 24 to 48 hours. If you do not receive the automatically generated email with the submission number within this time frame, please contact OHRP for assistance. Be sure to save the submission number in order to complete the FWA submission process. However, if you misplace the submission number before completing and submitting the FWA application, please return to the FWA section of the electronic submission system. https://ohrp.cit.nih.gov/e-file/FWA-start.aspx. Scroll down and select Forgot Submission Number and/or Password. Enter your email and click Submit. Your submission number and password will be sent to you again via email. In order to proceed with the application, go back to the electronic submission system, ohrp.cit.nih.gov/e-file/FWA-start.aspx. Please be sure to select New FWA. Then, scroll down to the bottom of the web page and select I have a submission number. Then, enter your submission number and the password that you have created. You will need to be sure all required asterisk fields are completed. Once you have entered information on each screen and proofread all data fields, click on the Save and Continue button to move to the next section. If you are unable to finish the application, you may select Save and Close and return at a later time. Once you have finished entering all required information, please select Submit FWA. Your application will be reviewed by OHRP within 7 to 10 business days. Once OHRP approves your FWA submission, the following people will receive an email: the signatory official and the Human Protections Administrator. In closing, the process for updating the FWA is similar. To view the update or renewal instructions, please visit www.hhs.gov/OHRP/FWA/index.html. The submission number is valid until OHRP processes the FWA application associated with that submission number. After processing of an electronically submitted FWA application, you must request a new submission number for subsequent updates or renewals. Please do not attempt to update or renew an FWA when there is a pending electronic submission for your organization. The changes you request with each electronic submission are not effective until the FWA application has been processed. That concludes our review of the FWA application process. We hope you found it helpful. Visit OHRP's website, www.hhs.gov/OHRP, for additional information. Thank you.